Okay. This next gentleman is going to play somebody's falling down the stairs. You all right there? You okay? Oh, fuck. We have a medic in the house.
Oh, it's okay. She's part of our party.
She pissed.
Yeah.
Give her a brandy.
And a round of applause.
Can she walk?
She's back now. Okay.
Is she alright? I give her a big, massive round of applause for. You drunken fucker. This next artist is going to perform a couple of things for you a cappella. Now, this gentleman here is a legend here in the city of Liverpool. He was there in the Cavern when the Beatles and Merseybeat was doing its thing in the 60s. He was there in the 70s and early 80s when Echo and the Bunnymen and all the rest of them were doing their thing, and he's here now at the Monday Club most weeks. Everybody in this city knows this gentleman. He is a legend. He's 82 years of age. And he's still rocking, and he's going to rant and rave to you for the next 10 minutes. Please give it up for the one and only Al Peters. Come on!
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I'll tell you something, I don't feel my age. I may look it, but I don't feel it. I must say this, I am a war baby. So when I was in Liverpool, we had to leave Liverpool because we were bombing the place. I didn't come back till I was 3. After my dad came back from Germany. Anyway, I just had to say, it's just a wonderful place to play here. A great atmosphere, a great community, and a lot of artists, musicians. I'm from a very young to the very old. I'm actually going to hold a display of art, music, and poetry. And I'd like to say that I did my first gig in the Cavern over the road there in 1966, supporting little Stevie Wonder on the 23rd of January 1966. And when we were in the dressing room, he pulled out the harmonica. And he had a hit in the charts at the time, and it was called Fingertips. And I heard him play harmonica, and I thought, wow, and that's what I'll do. But he had to come at it. This is only a blues harmonica. But anyway, going on many years into the 80s, in the 70s I went to the band called Supercharged, which is big in Liverpool, and then the 80s I had a studio over the road there. In that studio in a little back alley. I call it the Blues in Back Alley. But what I would say is, that studio where he called it the Mighty War, Echo and the Bunnymen, It's Immaterial, Flock of Seagulls, where it goes on. And what I would like to say is it was a wonderful experience, JT. It reminded me of the 60s. But now, here we are, up to date, in this wonderful place, the Cavern Club.
Happy today!
Now, unfortunately, the years of playing, I used to play guitar, but as you can see my hand, a car crash damaged the muscles, so I can't play guitar like I used to. But I like to play this thing, the harmonica. And I left the harmonica on Sonny Boy Williamson's tune in Tutwiler, Mississippi. And I would like to say, I met him at the Cavern. Bob Wooler, Cavern DJ, said, you gotta get down here now. I said, why? He said, I'm at school, I was at junior art school. He said, shag off and get down. And I got down the cabin and he introduced me to this tall black guy. And he said, get him a whiskey. I said, they've only got me pocket money. He said, get him a whiskey. I was okay. So I was too young to go to, I had to get someone else to go to the bar to get a whiskey for Sonny Boy Williamson. And I was told he was going to dip his harmonica in it, but he didn't. He went, hey man, thank you. And Bob Bull, the DJ, said, hey, get him another one. I said, that's my pocket money gone. Anyway, that was a great story. And I left, as I say, I left the harmonica on his tombstone in Tukwila, Mississippi in 1999. So anyway. I'd like to, I moved into poetry. I worked with poets Adrian Henry, Roger McGough, and managed a young poet called Craig Charles. I don't remember Craig Charles coming up to me in the Cavern and said, you're going to manage me. I said, what? What are you going to do? Okay. And he said, I said, who are you? He said, my name's Craig Charles. And he said, don't you dare call me a poet. I said, what do I call you then? He said, a wordsmith. And this is what he said to me. In England and in Africa and in the Middle East, there's a lot of money to be made from the disturbance of the peace, with plundering and looting, with murder and the contempt for keeping things at boiling point. Is the army of government. I said to Craig, that's brilliant for a 15-year-old lad. Get down to the studio, which is over the road there, on Monday, the following Monday, and he did. And from that, I got him a John Peel session, and the rest is history. Off he went. So thank you, Craig. It was great working with him. But I'm going to do this one now, about this back alley that runs up to past my studio, which is my second home, in Davis Street, next to Stanley Street. It's called Blues in the Night. Before I do that, let me get the move. I got the blues in Rock Valley. With a dead man, they run their bones. I got the blues in Rock Valley. With a dead man, they run their bones. Well, that's where SNS Studios was. That was my second home. The blues in Rat Salad. There we go. A quiet. Still around midnight. Back from a gig. Sitting, reflecting, and vibing the rhythm of the night train. People, places, and many unknown faces. Thinking of friends just departed. My mind starts to wonder how beautiful the moon glow. But you know, as if she already knows, my blues angel is already in full flow. She's with me tonight.
God bless you.
The heavens are peaceful, with the restless winds are coming to the moon's peaceful gaze. It's hard to relate with man's eternal rage, with war after war. And we're coming to climate change, in endless, never-ending death, destruction, and debate. Earlier catching the Merseyrail train, scattering clad girls tottering round on high heels, sashaying and chanting to the beat of a distant drum, searching out an alcoholic, fun-filled haze. For them, the rhythm of the night has just begun. You know, rekindling those, what you would call heady nights of drug and alcohol-infused expectations, dancing through the beach and feeling the heat. You know what I mean? Nothing has changed except for the incessant howls, mobile cameras that now capture the moment. But then we didn't have those things. We just had the memories and the thoughts, and we had to make up the stories as we went. Earlier, as I made my way from Matthew Street, I could see empty oxide canisters glittering amongst the empty beer cans. Those memories warm my heart for one man not so young. Gadgets and starlit darkness through train windows, guiding me safely home, I think, after this gig tonight, with my blues angel, confirming that everything's gonna be alright, while rocking and rolling to the rhythms of the night. You know something? That's why I've got those rock solid blues. Now I want you to help me. I got those rock solid blues. I got the booty rock solid where the dead man rattle the bones. I got the booty rock solid where the dead men they rattle their bones. I was like when my studio was, that was my home. Everybody now! I got the booty rock solid. Everybody! I got the booty rock solid. Come on, help me now. I got the booty rock solid. Everybody singing booty rock solid. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got the booty rock solid. Where the dead man around the bone. Hey, thank you. Got it, folks. Thank you, Ian.
That's some fucking outfit you got on there, by the way, Alan.